Do you want to wake up feeling like you're stepping into who you're meant to be, into the best possible version of you? What if I told you that the key to your best life, health, and happiness are all around you? You just have to find what works for you. I'm Hopeful Jaza, and I believe that there isn't just one way to live a healthy and meaningful life, and that all you need is a little inspiration to make changes that last from the inside out. Each week, I'll be sharing tangible tips and inspirational interviews to help you on your journey. These are the steps to take to improve your life and live with purpose. This is Hopeful and Wholesome. Hey y'all, welcome back to Hopeful and Wholesome. I have a super quick episode for you today, and I made this episode because it was in response to me as a mini Jen. I'm here to respond. It was really responding to multiple conversations that I had in all the same week with different clients, and just kind of centered around decision making. And the fact is that we are not designed to make decisions from our mind. None of us are. We are designed to make decisions from the body. And in order to do this, it requires us to get out of our heads and get into our bodies and really, truly listen to what our body is telling us. And I'm going to dive into this in this episode. Again, it's super quick, but I just want to break this part down because I think, well, it sounds like such a simple, maybe even elementary concept, like how you're making decisions. This can change everything. If we really understand, you understand how to design and make decisions. If you understand your authority in human design, it can change everything. So much resistance, so much wasted energy. And so take notes. If you don't know your human design authority, go to myhumandesign.com or wherever you want to get your free human design chart and look where it says authority. And I'm going to mention a handful. I'm not going to go through all of the authorities here in this episode, but I'm going to mention a handful of them. But either way, it's going to be helpful for you to understand how you are designed to make decisions. And I promise you, there's nothing about using your brain. It's all about using your body. So let's jump in and get a little insight for you in this episode.
Let's talk about how you are actually designed to make decisions. In a world where we are very analytical, we're very mental, we're very pragmatic. That's how we've been conditioned to make decisions. It's all from our mind. We have to think about it. We have to weigh the pros and cons. We have to think about the what ifs. We have to play the what if scenarios. We have to play worst case scenario. That is actually not how any of us were designed to make decisions. None of us. And yes, I'm going to take a human design lens on this, but this is also just taking a somatic lens on this and how our bodies are designed to operate. We as humans we're not designed to make decisions from our mind. We're looking at decision, and your authority in human design is how you best make decisions, right? There's no such thing as mental authority, meaning none of us are designed to make decisions from our mind, from our head. Now, there are some types of authority that involve you like speaking things out and sharing things and listening to things, which does involve like your brain working. But all of these decisions themselves are made from the body. And I had 3 different client calls this week, and on all 3 of those calls that I'm thinking about, all 3 of these calls involved me helping this client figure out how to get out of their head, their mind, to make the decision. Because when we're talking about them making decisions in their business, immediately it goes to the, yeah, but, well, what if, like when the yeah, buts and the well, what ifs come in, you've automatically gone out of the body up into the mind. The body has the answers. Every answer you need for anything comes from the body. And it may not be, depending on, what your authority is in human design, it may not be an immediate response in the body, as some are made to take time to make decisions. Like if you're emotional authority, for example, you're designed to ride that emotional wave before making the decision. So your clarity and your decision comes with time. Some people are designed to have that decision in the moment. If you're a sacral authority, your clarity is going to come in the moment. You're going to know in your body in the moment whether it's a heck yes or a heck no. And if it's not a clear yes or no, or if it's not a clear yes in the moment, then it's a no. That's how it comes. And it comes from a feeling in our body. And I find so often entrepreneurs and people in general, entrepreneurs get so stuck in weighing the pros and cons and, making the list and comparing, contrasting, and all these things, when if they would just tune in and connect with their body, the decisions would come so much more clear and so much with more ease than weighing all the things in the mind. A mentor of mine told me one time that the mind is just really just a playground, like just to throw in ideas. Like it's that's not the decision-making mechanism. It's just a playground. Like, can we just throw around ideas in the mind? The decisions come from the body. And I think this is such a point of resistance in the body with so many people, is this internal turmoil when it comes to decision making on anything. Seeing that I work most with entrepreneurs, I see it just so much in business, and making these decisions where otherwise, if we were to tune into our body and listen to our bodies and connect with our bodies, the decision would come so much clearer, and again with more ease. And I think because we've been conditioned in, the Western world, where again, it's all mental, it's all pragmatic, it's all very like scientific, right? We have to see the evidence and we have to weigh all the options. And I mean, we do that with a lot of things, right? I mean, it's how like the Western medical model works. It's separating the mind from the body and looking at things very analytically in terms of symptoms and diagnoses. Whereas the Eastern medicine model that puts these things together is more about the root cause, right? This connection with how our emotions and the energetic body is affecting how our physical body is operating. Again, that the mind and the body cannot be disconnected, right? They can't be separated. The mind and the body have to work together. And so when we are separating ourselves from our body and going straight into the mind to make decisions, of course, we're going to have this internal turmoil and anxiety and overwhelm and all of these mental things happening because we've completely separated the mind from the body. Whereas if we would just drop into our body, the answer is going to come so much more quickly and so much more clear. And then us sitting in our head and just letting it mull around in our brain for hours and days on end, right? So I wanted to bring this to you because I've seen this week, it's just been a common theme with all of my clients really, is getting out of our head, getting out of our mind and getting down into our body to make decisions and really listening to what your body has to say. And I posted my stories a couple days ago about just that part, just listening to our bodies. And it's along the same lines of this, what I'm saying, like it's time to listen to our bodies, to get out of our head and drop down into our bodies. And if we could make decisions in this way, how much resistance we'd be letting go of, like in our world, in the environment, but also physical resistance, like resistance that's showing up in our physical body. And if you've watched anything or read anything of mine on my page at all ever, then you've seen me talk about this, how it's this resistance in our energetic and emotional body that causes the physical things to show up on the body. And this is just one, I would say really big piece of the puzzle is this decision-making part. When we're going against how we're designed to make decisions and we're making decisions from our mind, it's a lot of resistance and it's a lot of wasted energy in the body where that energy could be put towards something else that's really helping build us up rather than drain us. That's a drain. That's an energy drain. That's an energy leak, right? I talk about energy leaks a lot. That's an energy leak, is us rolling and mulling things over in our mind. So how do you know if you're in your head about it, if you're in your mind about it, was what I mentioned just a second ago. It's where the yeah buts come in, or the what ifs come in, or the right, or the if it's yeah but, if it's playing out scenarios, that's typically you're in your mind about it. If it's playing the but what if this won't work scenarios, you're in your mind about it. So I challenge you, this is your challenge for today, to first of all start listening to your body, listening to the signals and the signs that it gives, and practice just making simple decisions from your body, just simple, like everyday decisions. Practice making those in the body and feeling, just sensing what it feels like when you make decisions in your body, feeling that like lift and lightness that happens when it's a yes, and feeling that kind of heaviness, maybe tension, contraction, resistance, constraint, maybe heaviness when it's a no, like feeling the difference between those two, to know what it feels like to make decisions from your body. Again, your body has the answers. Your body knows things, and your body is telling you things. So if you're struggling to make decisions about things, if you're struggling to make a big decision about things, take the time. First of all, don't rush it. And second of all, take the time to listen to your body and allow that to give you the answers. If you don't know what your human design authority is, I would encourage you also to go look at your chart and see where your human design authority is, because that's going to play a big part in how you make decisions and allowing you to feel more at ease in the decision-making process, whether that's, like I said, emotional authority, taking your time, whether it's a sacral authority where it's kind of in the moment decision, whether you require a sounding board and you want to bounce ideas off people, whether it's you have to speak something out loud, whether it's you deciding, is this good for me? Is it going to benefit me? Right? There's so many ways to make decisions, that we're designed to make decisions. All of them come from feeling this in the body. So I would love to know your thoughts on this. If you've ever experienced this before, or like maybe even the opposite, where you felt your body telling you one thing and you did the opposite, and how it probably didn't turn out the best way. I would love to hear your experiences and your stories around this. And if you want to know more, send me a message and or comment below. And I'd love to start a chat just about all of us dropping back out of the mind, back into the body to make decisions, and really listening to our bodies to get us through this life with more ease.
Thanks for listening to Hopeful and Wholesome, y'all. If you found value in this week's episode, please subscribe on iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcast, and leave a review to let me know what you thought. I'd love to know what you find useful in these episodes so I can know how to provide the most value I can to my listeners. And if you have topics you'd like to know more about, I'd love to hear those as well. So shoot me a message on Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn. It's at the Hope Pedraza, or you can visit my website, hopefulandwholesome.com. Thanks, y'all.